children, how are you? I hope you all are doing well and studying well. So children, science gives us elaborate knowledge, okay, about anything and everything around us. So children, now let's talk about food, health and hygiene in this chapter and why is it so important for us to survive, okay. Let's learn about importance of healthy diet, importance of doing exercise, various types of diseases and how to protect oneself from various diseases, okay. So we all know that if we want to live long, we have to follow a particular routine life so that we may not fall sick often, okay, and we can lead a very fit and active and healthy life, okay. So we require food to grow. We get energy and from food and we also stay healthy if we eat the right food, okay. So to stay healthy, our body needs a balanced diet, regular exercise, enough rest and it requires protection from diseases, okay. So let's talk about a balanced diet. So sometimes you must have seen that your parents, they insist that you must eat vegetables or you must eat fruits, you must drink milk, you must have everything whatever is there in your plate and finish it all, okay, and they tell you not to have lot of junk food and all. Why is that? Okay, because a balanced diet, a diet which includes everything in proper proportion, okay, it gives you good health. It has all the nutrients that your body requires like the carbohydrates, proteins, minerals, vitamins, everything that your body requires is a part of this balanced diet and that is the reason why they insist that you must have all this healthy food, okay. Now, what is a balanced diet? A food with all the essential nutrients in right proportion is called a balanced diet. The essential nutrients in our food are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, roughage and water. So these are the essential nutrients, okay, that are a part of the balanced diet, okay, of the balanced diet food that we eat. Now, carbohydrates, they are energy giving food, okay, they have the energy giving nutrients in them. So some sources of carbohydrates are cereals, potato, bread, biscuits and sugar. Too much of carbohydrate can cause obesity. So if you have too much of carbs, you can be fat, okay, or obese. So that's why it has to be had in a limited proportion, okay. So they are energy giving nutrients. Examples are cereals, potatoes, bread, biscuits, sugar. Now, what are proteins? Proteins are the body building, okay. You get energy from carbs or carbohydrates. Proteins build your body, okay. They have the body building nutrients in them. Now, these help you to grow. Milk and its products like eggs, meat and pulses, they are rich in proteins, okay. Now, pulses means your dal and all that is there, they are mainly pulses, okay, and they are very important for us, okay. Now, fats. Fats give us more energy than carbohydrates. Vegetable oil, butter and ghee, they are rich in fats. According to the doctors, okay, oil from sunflower or corn are more healthy for us than ghee or butter, okay. So every thing, if it is had in a balanced way or in a limited quantity, is good for health, okay. But doctors do suggest having sunflower oil or corn oil which is more nutritious, okay, than having ghee or butter, okay, which is more fatty. Now, vitamins and minerals, they help in the growth and development of the body. They increase the body's ability to fight diseases, okay. These are needed in small quantities. If the body does not get them sufficiently, okay, in sufficient quantity, it can result in many deficiency diseases. Fresh fruits and vegetables are good sources of vitamins and minerals. There are various kinds of vitamins such as vitamins A, B, C, D, E and K. So, you have food which is rich in vitamin, but you must have them in the required quantity always. Otherwise, you may fall victim to different types of diseases. Okay. So, if you have any type of deficiency in any of the vitamin, it can lead to different diseases. So, what is included in vitamin A? So, some of the vitamin A includes all these carrots, okay, or pumpkin or broccoli, okay. Then vitamin B has all these other fruits, vegetables like tomatoes is there, capsicum is there. Vitamin C is rich in mostly citric foods, okay. Then you have vitamin D examples here, alright. Now, what is roughage? Roughage is the fiber content of vegetables and fruits. It cannot be digested, okay, but it helps to get rid of undigested food, okay. Then water. Water helps in the digestion of food and maintains our body temperature. We should drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of water every day. So, water is very important for us, okay, because it helps in the digestion of the food that we eat. It maintains our body temperature, okay. Now, exercise. Exercise is necessary to keep our body in good health and shape. Regular exercise helps to tone up our muscles. It increases our stamina so that we do not get tired very quickly. It makes our joints work more smoothly. Walking, jogging, swimming, cycling, running, etc. These are some of the different types of exercises. In school also, in your PE period, you must be doing some kind of exercises. You play a lot, you go for walking, you do cycling, you do jogging. These are different types of exercises that a person can do. Okay. Nowadays, people do a lot of yoga also. Yoga also is also a type of exercise only, because it helps to maintain good health, and it is also useful to gain flexibility in your body. Okay. Now, posture. What is a posture? It is the position in which our body, okay, is when we sit, when we stand, when we move. Okay. So, we must sit and stand straight. Okay, always maintain a body posture so that your muscles and all do not get strained. Clear? Okay. Enough rest. Proper rest and regular hours of sleep, they relax our muscles and they give the body much needed rest. A good sleep relaxes our body system. We feel fresh and work more efficiently. So, if you overwork, how do you feel? You feel tired, you feel lethargic. Okay. But if you sleep well, you take breaks in between, you feel refreshed, isn't it? So, sometimes you must have observed that when there are back-to-back classes or activities going on, you feel very tired, okay. But as soon as you have your meal and go to sleep at night, when you get up in the morning, you feel totally fresh. That is because sleep has given rest to your body. So, always try to take breaks in between any activity that you do, so that your body regains its energy to do work more efficiently. Okay? Now, let us talk about the different types of diseases. The word disease, it comprises of two words, dis and ease. It means not at ease. That is, it is an abnormal condition in which the body is not able to function properly. Generally, diseases are of two types, communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. What are communicable diseases? Now, these diseases, they can spread from one person to another. So, that is why they are called communicable diseases. Okay. Now, these diseases are caused by microbes or germs like bacteria, protozoa, viruses, fungi, etc. Worms are also responsible for causing diseases in human beings. So, these germs, okay, or these microorganisms, they can spread from one person to another, and that is why they are called communicable diseases, even the worms. Alright. Now, how does this communicable disease spread? Germs are present all around us. They are present in air, in water, and also in the food that we eat. So, germs can enter our body through our food or water or air. So, they can also enter our body through cuts in our skin. So, sometimes when you get hurt, okay, through that open wound also germs can spread, okay, or when an insect bites us. Certain flies and mosquitoes spread such diseases. So, the housefly sits on the dirty places and then on the uncovered food and brings germs, okay, and unloads them on the food that we eat. The body of a sick person has a large number of germs, okay, and they can easily pass from one person to another person by direct contact or by patient's clothing or other articles. The droplets given by a sick person while sneezing or coughing also contain germs. We should keep a handkerchief on our nose while sneezing or while coughing. So, children, different diseases like the communicable diseases are spread by different kinds of microbes like protozoas, fungi, bacteria and virus. We have to be very careful because these germs can come to us in any form and they are very minute and we cannot see them. Okay, we cannot see these germs and that is the reason why we never know when they are going to come and attack us. That is why we have to safeguard ourselves. So, like when we are sneezing or coughing, we have to cover our mouth so that the germs don't spread from us to anybody else. Similarly, when somebody else is sneezing and all or is not keeping well, okay, if you know that somebody is not keeping well, better to maintain a distance because their body is already attacked by germs and it can spread on to you. So, if you know that someone has fever, someone has flu, rather not meet that person and stay away. Okay. Next, when you are maintaining high, any body contact with somebody who is not well can lead to you falling sick. Okay. Always have food that is covered. Do not have any open food from hawkers on the road or the street vendors because that's where the flies, okay, they sit and generally if you see flies also sit near the garbage or the sewage, okay, and then these flies they sit on the food that we eat. So, what are they carrying for us? They are carrying germs. Mosquitoes also are carrying germs, okay. So, please try to avoid eating on the street, okay, where the food is not covered. Okay, now let's talk about some common diseases here, okay, and how are they caused, through whom and who is the source or the carrier. Okay, dengue, it is a virus which is caused by mosquito. AIDS, it's a virus, okay, it can happen through infected syringe, blood transfusion. Okay, polio, it's a virus, okay, through air. Cholera, bacteria, okay, food, water or flies are the sources. Typhoid, it's a disease caused by bacteria and it can happen through contaminated water and food. Jaundice, it's a virus caused by virus and it can happen, the source of jaundice is water, when the water is contaminated, okay, that's the source of jaundice. Okay. Digestive disorder, okay, it is tapeworm or roundworm. Okay. So, sometimes when we say that we have food poisoning and all, that is because of these type of disease, okay, tapeworm or roundworm, and the source is through food and water. Okay. The next is malaria. Okay. It is caused by protozoa, okay, and the source is mosquito. Dysentery, again protozoa and the source is food and water. Okay. Common cold, through a virus, okay, it's through physical contact with sick person, okay. Along with that, even chicken pox or measles, they can happen through contact with sick person or the person who is infected with that disease, okay. Tuberculosis or TB and whooping cough, okay, it's a bacteria and it can happen through direct contact with sick person. Then skin diseases, it's caused by fungi, okay, and it can happen through physical contact with the sick person. Okay. Now let's talk about some non-communicable diseases. Now these diseases cannot be passed from one person to another, okay, and that is why they are called as non-communicable diseases. Some non-communicable diseases are caused by harmful substances present in the environment. Example, pollutants like smoke from cars and factories which cause respiratory disease. Smoking is a bad habit and causes heart and respiratory disease. Some non-communicable diseases can also be caused due to deficiency of nutrients in our food. The diseases which are caused due to lack of nutrition, okay, or malnutrition, they are called deficiency diseases. Okay. So, in other words, non-communicable diseases are the diseases only, they are affecting you, okay, but they cannot be passed from you to another person. Okay. So, they can be caused by harmful substances, substances that are harmful for our health, okay, like smoking. When somebody is smoking around you, you immediately start coughing because that smoke is affecting you. Okay. At the same time, the smoke which comes from the cars, from the factories, okay, that is also harmful. Okay. Or when you see that the leaves, they are burning leaves, okay, that smoke also, when it comes, we start coughing. Okay, and that can lead to respiratory disease, okay, breathing problems. Smoking is a bad habit, causes heart and respiratory disease. Some other non-distinct communicable diseases can be caused due to some kind of deficiency in the person. Okay, when a person lacks some kind of a nutrient in their body, it can cause a deficiency disease. Okay. Now, the diseases which are caused due to the lack of nutrients, okay, are called deficiency diseases. Okay. Now, let us look at some of the deficiency of vitamins and minerals that can cause several diseases. Okay. So, vitamin or mineral and the sources and deficiency disease. So, let us look at the sources of vitamin A. Okay. You can get vitamin A through milk, carrot, tomato, mango, spinach and milk products. And if you do not have any of these things, okay, if you do not like milk, you do not have carrot, you do not eat tomato, you do not have mango, spinach, milk products, it can lead to a disease. Okay. So, some of the disease that can happen is night blindness, which means you cannot see well at night. Vitamin B, okay, you can get it through bread, nuts, milk products, green vegetables and meat. If you do not have that, okay, you may get a disease called beriberi, which affects nerves and muscles. Okay. Vitamin C, the sources are orange, tomato, amla, green leafy vegetables. Okay. If you do not have it, then you may have a disease called scurvy, which results in bleeding of gums, swelling of joints. Okay. Vitamin D, sources sunlight, milk and cooking oil. Okay. It may cause rickets. The deficiency of vitamin D may cause rickets, that is, it can affect the bones and teeth. Iron, the sources are apple, spinach, banana, meat, guava, brinjal. If you do not have iron, sufficient amount of iron in your body, okay, you may look pale, you may look tired, which is known as anemia. Okay. So, you have all these sources, and we know the saying, okay, it goes as an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So, it really has good health benefits. Okay. Calcium and phosphorus, okay, milk and milk products and fish. Okay. So, these are some of the sources, and if you do not have it, okay, if you have deficiency in calcium and phosphorus, you may get improper development of teeth and bones. Okay. Iodine, okay, seafood and iodized salt is a good source of it, and if you do not have it, you may get goiter, okay, the disease called goiter, which is swelling of gland in the necks. Okay. Now, how can you prevent these communicable diseases, the diseases that can pass from one person to another? How can you prevent them? Okay. One way to prevent the disease is to check the growth of germs by taking proper precautionary measures. The house should be disinfected. Sunlight is a natural disinfectant. The house should have good ventilation and open space. So at least, if your parents do not keep the doors and windows open, at least tell them to keep it open for some time, okay, when the sunlight falls inside the house, because it really takes care of the germs, okay. It gets rid of the germs and all, it kills the germs and all, okay. So now, the house should be disinfected. Sunlight is a natural disinfectant. It should have proper ventilation and good open space, okay. When your house is clustered with many things, that's when the diseases get placed to stay there, okay, and build their own houses, and then they affect you. So always keep your house neat and tidy and keep it as open as possible, okay, and do ensure that sunlight comes inside your house, okay, at least for some time during the day, okay. Drinking water should be pure and clean. Water filters, water purifiers should be used to clean the water. Chlorination and boiling kills the germs present in the water. So we have to use water purifiers, filters. Do not just drink water from any place, any open place like that only, okay. Ensure that you have water that is covered, filtered, okay. And in swimming pools and all, they use chlorination process. So they use chlorine to kill the germs that are present in the water. Water can also kill the germs when it is boiled, okay. Boiled water kills the germs. Now, some methods of preventing disease also include using a mosquito net at home, okay, or keeping the house clean. Now, what is this process called? Pasteurization, okay. The milk is heated at a high temperature for 15 seconds and then it is cooled down quickly. Germs in the milk are killed by pasteurization, okay. Now, water should not stagnate in puddles around the house, because mosquitoes breed in stagnant water, okay. Water that is around a house, mosquitoes find that place their comfort zone for breeding, okay. That's where they lay their eggs. Drains should be kept covered and toilets must be cleaned every day. The area around your home should be neat and clean so that neither flies nor mosquitoes can breed there. Use mosquito nets so that the mosquitoes don't bite you. House should have wire mesh to prevent the entry of flies and mosquitoes. Children should be vaccinated against diseases. So you must have seen that your parents must have taken you to the doctor when you were small to get your vaccinations done. So do open that vaccination chart and see that you've got all your vaccinations as per your age, okay. There are vaccines available for diseases like TB, diphtheria, hepatitis, smallpox, polio, measles, mumps, okay. Pulse polio is an immunization campaign started by the government of India to eradicate polio. This campaign has proved successful and the incidence of polio has reduced drastically. Now, let's do this activity. You have to make a list of vaccinations that should be given to a child. So, also mention at which age group these are there. You can also refer to the chart that you have and accordingly make another chart, okay. Then, like Pulse Polio Immunization Program, another drive is launched by the Government of India to eradicate the disease. Now, you have to find out which is this another drive that government has started and collect more information about that disease, okay, and trace the effectiveness of this drive, okay. Now, the most important factor for a good healthy life is hygiene. It plays a major role, okay, in our life. If we follow good hygiene, okay, no diseases can come near us, okay. So, health and hygiene, they are closely related to each other. Hygiene includes personal hygiene and the cleanliness of the surrounding. These are some of the instructions which one person must follow for maintaining personal hygiene. Keeping good health and hygiene. Clean your body, okay. Always, they say charity begins at home. That means first we must inculcate good habits within ourselves at home, okay. Then we must follow or preach others. Okay, so clean your body with soap and water to remove dust, dirt, dead cells and germs on the body. So that means your body will stay neat and clean and healthy. Okay, wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water after using toilet, after handling pets, after touching any foreign object and before eating food. Normally we touch many things during the day. Okay, so the germs are sitting on our hands. Okay, our hands become the carrier of the germs. So when you wash your hands with soap, okay, before eating food, these germs will not enter, okay, in the food through your hands. You are cleaning them off. Okay, that's the reason why you must use a soap and water. Brush your teeth at least twice a day to remove the food particles stuck on the teeth. Kitchen should be well lighted and ventilated. The food elements should be covered. Kitchen should be protected from pests, insects and other animals. Wash your eyes regularly with cold water as they are very important for us. Take proper care of your eyes. Trim your nails regularly. Long nails are breeding ground for germs. So you must have seen that some people, they have long nails, and inside their nails you must have observed a dark color layer. What is that? That is dust. Okay, and when they eat food, okay, if they are eating food with their hand, that dust, okay, or the germs that are formed inside the nails can enter their mouth through the food that they are eating. Okay, and the person can fall sick. So that is the reason why the nails have to be properly trimmed, okay, cleaned regularly. Okay, now surroundings, that is the areas around our house and all, they also should be neat and clean. Okay, garbage should be thrown in the covered dustbins. Water shouldn't stagnate in coolers or ditches around us, as these are the breeding places for the mosquitoes and flies. If a person falls ill, some drugs are given. These drugs can kill bacteria without affecting the body cells and are called antibiotics. So when you fall sick and you go to the doctor, they give you medicine. So these medicines, they kill the bacteria that affects the body cells, and these medicines are called antibiotics. Antibiotics should be had only when the doctors suggest you to have them. Okay, so some antibiotics given by doctors are erythromycin, streptomycin, etc. So, and antibiotics also have a certain course that needs to be followed. So, you must have seen that the doctor tells you have these medicines only for 3 days or only for 5 days. So, that's where it makes a difference. Okay, these should not have had in more quantity unless doctor has recommended it. Okay, now let's revise. A balanced diet is a food with all the essential nutrients in right proportion. The essential nutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, roughage, etc. and water. Regular exercise and enough rest is very important for good health. Lack of nutrients in diet causes deficiency diseases. Microbes like bacteria, viruses, fungi and protozoa enter our body through the air, food, water, cuts, insects, direct contact and can cause communicable diseases. Proper hygiene and vaccination prevents the spread of communicable diseases. Alright, now let's time to do some exercises to see how much we followed the chapter. Deficiency diseases are caused due to lack of drugs, lack of clean water, bad habits or lack of nutritious food. It is lack of nutritious food. Scurvy is caused due to deficiency of vitamin A, B, C or D. Scurvy is caused due to deficiency of vitamin C. Oranges and amla are good source of vitamin C. A dreaded disease caused by a virus is AIDS. Okay, there's still no cure for AIDS. Okay, fill in the blanks. Dash are bodybuilding nutrients. They are proteins. We should have enough of dash roughage to get rid of undigested food. Food with all essential nutrients in right proportion is a balanced diet. Okay, dash and dash are needed by our body in small quantities, vitamins and minerals. Diseases that pass from one person to another are called communicable diseases. Okay. Write true or false. Common cold is a communicable disease? Yes. Regular exercise and enough rest are important for good health? Absolutely true. Deficiency diseases are communicable. Deficiency diseases are not communicable. They happen due to deficiency of something in our body. So, this is false. Chlorination is a method to kill germs in water and to make it fit for drinking? Yes. Now, match the columns. Cholera. Cholera is caused due to bacteria. Polio due to virus. Dysentery is protozoa. Okay. And skin disease, true, fungi. Okay. Now, give one word for the following. Food with all the essential nutrients is a balanced diet. Okay. Diseases that can pass from one person to another is called communicable diseases. Bodybuilding nutrients are proteins, and drugs that kill bacteria and cure the person from diseases are antibiotics. Okay. Now, you have to give example as per your choice of communicable diseases. Food that contain carbohydrates, okay, antibiotic, and non-communicable disease. This is your choice. You have to give one word answer. Okay. Now, you have to tick the odd one out. Rickets, night blindness, cholera or beriberi. Which is the odd one here? Cholera. Okay. Rest all are deficiency diseases. Orange, carrot, mango, papaya, carrot. Rest are fruits. Bacteria, housefly, protozoa or virus, housefly. Rest all are the name of diseases. Okay. Disease causing carriers. Okay. Now, carbohydrates, proteins, fats and exercise, exercise. Okay. Now, take the correct option. Polio is a communicable or a non-communicable disease. It is a non-communicable disease. Antibiotics or antibodies are drugs given to kill bacteria, antibiotics. Deficiency of nutrients or clean water causes malnutrition. It is the deficiency of nutrients. We should sleep late or early at night to be healthy. We should sleep early. Now, this is what you need to answer. What is a balanced diet? Okay, the diet that consists of all the nutrients in equal proportion. Okay, is called balanced diet. Now, elaborate that and write the answer. Okay. The next one, which disease is caused due to the deficiency of iodine? Okay. When you don't have the required quantity of iodine in your body, what might happen to you? Okay. Name 3 diseases which are caused by consuming contaminated food and water. Okay. Next, how cleanliness plays an important role in preventing us from diseases. So, we have always emphasized on keeping our house neat and cleaning. Why is it so important is not something that you need to answer here. How diseases spread through air. Okay. So, how can air be responsible for spread of diseases? Okay. Long answer questions. How communicable diseases are different from non-communicable diseases. So, now you have to write the difference between the communicable and non-communicable diseases with examples. In what ways do communicable diseases spread? What are the sources or carriers? Who are the carriers of communicable diseases? What are deficiency diseases? And list all the deficiency diseases that are caused due to the deficiency of the various type of vitamins. Okay. So, you have this chart which does mention about the different types of deficiency diseases caused due to the lack of different types of vitamins. Okay. Do mention about it. Now, how are these following things important for our health? Okay. Exercise, water and roughage. So, talk about it in or write about it in detail. Okay. Let us get on to this critical thinking skills. When a child has chicken pox, he or she is advised by a doctor not to go to school. Why? Because chicken pox is a disease which can spread from one person to another, and hence it is a communicable disease, and to avoid others getting that disease, the parents do not send the child to school. Nowadays, there are vaccinations for all these type of diseases which are given in the early ages of a child. Okay. Your mother always gives you nutritious food in your tiffin box. Though you want to carry chips, pizzas, chocolates, etc. in your tiffin box, explain why. Because she tries to give you good food, healthy food, which is a balanced diet to protect you from any kind of diseases. Okay? Yes, you may have chips, cakes and everything, but once in a while if there is some special occasion. But otherwise try to have good home cooked food. Okay. Now, case-based study. Communicable diseases can spread from one person to another. These diseases are caused by microbes or germs like bacteria, protozoa, viruses, fungi, etc. Worms are responsible for causing diseases in human beings. Diseases that cannot be passed from one person to another are non-communicable diseases. Some non-communicable diseases are caused by harmful substances present in the environment. Example, pollutants like smoke from cars and factories, which cause respiratory diseases. Smoking is a bad habit and causes heart and respiratory diseases. Some non-communicable diseases can also be caused due to deficiency of nutrients in our food. The diseases which are caused due to deficiency or lack of nutrients or malnutrition are called deficiency diseases. So, now communicable diseases are caused due to bacteria, viruses, protozoa or all of these. It is all of these. Okay. Non-communicable diseases are caused due to bacteria, viruses, protozoa or none of these. None of these. Okay. What are communicable diseases? Diseases that can spread from one person to another are called communicable diseases, and non-communicable diseases are the diseases caused by harmful substances present in the environment. Okay. Now, life skills. Raghav, your younger brother, came from school and picked an apple from the fruit tray and started eating. Your cousin, seeing Raghav, followed the same practice and took grapes and also picked a pack of processed juice from the refrigerator. Do they follow the correct practice, and what would you choose? Washing your hands before eating with dirty hands. You must always wash your hands whenever you come back home from outside. Okay, ensure that you wash your hands neatly. Wash your feet. Okay, eating unwashed fruits. Okay, eating unwashed fruits and washing the fruits properly before eating. You must always wash the fruits before eating. Even if they are kept on the table at home and mother has already washed it, but still before you eat any of this, do wash them again, because dust must have already sat on these fruits, or some kinds of germs must have already sat there. The fruits like grapes and all, they attract flies. Okay, so these flies are not good. All right, now, having processed juice or having fruits, which is healthier? Having fruits is healthier. You can make a juice at home itself rather than having a processed juice which is inside a Tetra Pak. Okay. Another thing about these juices is that they contain a lot of sugar in it, which is not good for our health. Excess of sugar is not good for our health. So, try to avoid having anything that is packed into Tetra Packs, okay, or processed. All right, and have everything that is fresh. Okay, let's do something new here. Take a walk in your locality and observe these. Okay, there is a vendor selling cut vegetables or fruits. Should you have it? No. Overhead tanks left uncovered in houses. Okay, you have to observe these things. Heaps of rubbish lying on the roadside or near the house. Stagnant water puddles, dead animal anywhere on the road. There is standing water in coolers or in any other things like trays, etc. So, if any of these things are found, you must report this to your elders, and cleanliness is the only way to prevent the spread of communicable diseases. So, remember this, children. Okay, now let's explore. You are familiar that some microorganisms, they cause dreadful diseases. Virus is one of them. AIDS is a disease which was discovered many years before, but still we are not having any cure for it. So, one more such disease is Ebola, okay, whose causative organism is also a virus. Find out the symptoms of this disease, and is it a communicable or a non-communicable disease, and what is its mode of transmission, and is there any cure for it. Okay. So, children, before you explore all these things, you know what you have to do. You have to reread the chapter, finish all the exercises, and then start exploring and finding more information. So, get going.